and a particular welcome to those of you here for the first time. This is a moment of great joy and celebration of community. It is a family moment, and also it is a religious moment. John and Susan wanted to be sure that we began this time with recognition of the religious significance and of their shared faith by lighting our chalice. For those who are not Unitarian Universalists, the flaming chalice is a central symbol of our common faith. The chalice, a symbol present in many ancient traditions, the cup of life, and the flame, a symbol pointing to the deep mystery, the presence of the divine. It is a fire that burns, but does not consume. And so today, as we light this chalice, let us be mindful of the power of love, the eternal force that unites our spirits and ignites our hearts, that always transforms and does not destroy, but rather everywhere creates. And from this flame, I would light the two candles that represent the two individual lives that come together this afternoon. Similar and yet distinct. Near and yet separate. Enlivened from a common fire and still burning as two separate flames. Today, John and Susan will join these fires into one flame, united while holding their individuality in the holy mystery that is marriage. be regarded as a traditional marriage. These are two adults, male and female, choosing to unite in this holy and legal bond. This is not biblical marriage. In the days of the early church, marriage was an exchange of property. It was a free and voluntary choice for man, but woman was the object of the transaction, ownership of her body, her life, and her being transferred from family of origin to another for the purpose of creating a new family, of forming alliance between families, or sometimes in repayment of debt or obligation. Many traditional wedding elements still commemorate this meaning. The presentation of a woman by her father or eldest sibling, like a new car delivered to its owner. The unveiling of the bride as the transaction is accomplished. The placement of a ring like a brand upon this property to mark its ownership. It was understood and unquestioned that a woman was not a participant in, but the object of a wedding. She would have no choice in its creation or the eventual dissolution. In fact, she would automatically pass to the groom's eldest brother in the event of her husband's death. That is biblical marriage. Thankfully, biblical marriage has long been illegal in the United States. What we do today is covenant. Today, in this place, marriage means the wholehearted and wholly voluntary union of two lives. In marriage, we commit ourselves to faithfulness, even in those moments when we feel we have lost faith. We pledge to love, even in those moments when we cannot like. We promise to walk together, even in those times when we feel at odds and apart. In the words of author Madeleine L'Engle, to marry is the biggest risk in human relations that a person can take. If we commit ourselves to one person for life, this is not, as many people think, a rejection of freedom. Rather, it demands the courage to move into all the risks of freedom. The risk of love, which is permanent. Into that love which is not possession, but participation. It takes a lifetime to learn another person. When love is not possession, but participation, then it is part of that co-creation which is our human calling and which implies such risk that is often rejected. End quote. This is a wholly human covenant. In many ways more challenging than biblical marriage because it demands of both of you full and authentic participation. It requires empathy, compassion, forgiveness, cooperation, love, your whole selves, even as you remain separate and complete individuals. You create something today that will demand your entire being for your entire life. And so, my friends, we gathered here today are not here by accident or by chance, but because each of you has a role in the lives of these two and in the life they make together. Will you pledge to stand beside them as they join in this venture, stand with them when invited, behind them when needed, in support and encouragement for as long as they live? Please answer, we will.
We will.
Susan and John. stones, as time passes, remember. Like a star, should your love be constant. Like a stone, should your love be firm. Be close, and yet not too close. Possess one another, yet be understanding. Have patience, each with the other. Storms will come, but they go quickly. Be free in giving of affection and warmth. Be sensuous with one another. Have no fear. And let not the ways or words of the unenlightened give you unease, for the Spirit is with you now and always. This is a daunting challenge I put before you. If you are prepared to accept this challenge with courage and joy, please answer, we are. Will you join me? Susan and John asked me to read this as a statement that they wished to make to one another. These are the words of Roy Croft. I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. I love you, not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help dimly seeing there. And for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite far enough to find. I love you because you are helping to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern but a temple. Out of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have done to make me good. And more than any fate could have done to make me happy. You have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself. Perhaps that is what being a friend means, after all. And so, now, Susan, please repeat these words. I, Susan, take you, John.
I, Susan, take you, John.
To be no other than yourself.
To be no other than yourself.
Loving what I know of you.
Loving what I know of you.
Trusting what I do not yet know.
Trusting what I do not yet know.
With respect for your integrity and faith.
With respect for your integrity and faith.
In your abiding love for me.
In your abiding love for me.
Through all our years and in all that life may bring.
Through all our years and in all that life may bring.
John, please repeat after me. I, John, take you, Susan.
I, John, take you, Susan.
To be no other than yourself.
To be no other than yourself.
Loving what I know of you.
Loving what I know of you.
Trusting what I do not yet know.
Trusting what I do not yet know.
With respect for your integrity.
Respect for your integrity.
And faith in your abiding love for me.
Faith in your abiding love.
Through all our years and in all that life may bring.
Through all our years and all that life may
May
bring.
we have the ring. John, if you will place a ring on Susan's finger and repeat, with this ring I present to you a physical token of my eternal love.
With this ring, I present to you a physical token.
Susan, will you place the ring on John's finger, saying, "With this ring I present to you a physical token of my eternal love"?
With this ring, I present to you a physical token of my eternal love.
And at this time, John and Susan will physically represent the union that they form in this moment, lighting a unity candle from each of their separate flames, each remaining separately intact and yet joined as one fire. Let us take a moment of prayer. Blessed be the Holy One who rejoices with the people in their joy. It is said that everyone gets married at a wedding. Blessed be the two of you who bring us together through your union. Blessed be the divine Spirit who created human beings. May you know it all. Joy and struggle, beauty and sorrow, sweat and tears, solitude and companionship, laughter and ecstasy. May your marriage be strong enough to support you to experience whatever you must as you come to know yourselves and each other and to discover the entire range of your humanity in the process of soul making. And so we call upon all that we hold sacred to bless this union. We call upon the earth with its beautiful depths and soaring heights, its vitality and abundance of life. We call upon the mountains, the high valleys and the meadows, the snows that never melt, the summits of intense silence. We call upon the water in our rivers and streams, the water that falls upon our fields and that fills our ponds and pools. We call upon the land which grows our food, the nurturing soil, the abundant gardens and orchards, and we ask that the entire earth bless this union. May the Spirit of life, God in whatever forms we encounter God, that which asks us to become greater than ourselves so that the one may become two and the two may become one with all of us, bless this union. Amen.
Amen.
And so, my friends, it is my great joy and honor, by the power granted to me by the state of Alabama and the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Montgomery, I offer to you and pronounce the two of you, husband and wife. Will you please seal with a kiss? And so, in closing, this wedding is not done, but just beginning. With each new day, each triumph and joy, each hardship and sorrow, every loud and every silent moment, every full and every solitary hour, it will grow and nurture you as you care for and nurture it. Let us now depart in celebration, anticipation, and joy.